front here.
Yeah, Milliken and DeBerti first.
Starts there second and third.
Look at that.
Then Cleetus nearly gets into the outside wall. And then you've got Bailey getting into the 78 LS George.
He's just a good old boy who loves burning rubber and driving fast.
Clay Milliken. Gosh, that guy's good at going straight. Gosh, he's good at going straight. Love that guy, and he can go straight. Love you, Clay. Just got to see what you got, you know.
It's a breezy day, and I'm not at home. I'm at a racetrack. Look here. Look at that. Check that out. There's my ride. Indy 800 coming up. Look at this. This thing, already got a zipper. I'm gonna put that in my rental agreement. I'm just kidding, of course. Number 51, Arby's car. Let's go. I like it. Now the question is, can I reach the pedals? I can't reach. Short people problems. We're either going to move the, I'm going to have to move the seat. But, nice roll cage. Seat's nice. Sidebars are nice. Hopefully she runs good. Indy 800, let's go. Well, let's see. We got OKSR right up front. 199 Jim York. JackStand Jimmy, the 51. Kye Kelly, Chase Matthew, and then the rest of the lineup. Let's be truthful. If it was 1, 2, 3, me in fourth at the end of the night, I'd take that. We know I don't know what I'm doing here, but we're fixing to find out just if I can turn left and not have a parachute dragging. We'll find out tomorrow night. Race day. Somebody already under the hood of my car. I hope I'm getting a special tune-up. Am I getting the special tune there?
I'll make sure your nitrous works.
All right, perfect. Maybe I need an extra bottle too.
Yeah, everyone. A couple more shots.
Exactly. So my day has been made, y'all. Look who's here. Mr. Sam, my hero.
We're out here. We're doing a little bit of window cleaning on these.
Oh, you got Mr. Sam window cleaner.
Yes, right there.
Look at that. I'll definitely.
So that my main man can see where he's going, because they've got him. They put him back in 20s for some reason, so he didn't want to embarrass the ones up in the front. So he's just gonna go ahead and ease on up through the field up through there. So that's where he's going to. You know he is.
I'm gonna
he does
try.
it and all the other stuff. So why not in this?
Why not? You know what, Mr. Sam? I know I'm gonna be good right through here, this straightaway.
It's a good. Well,
it's down there when we got to do.
It's just little turns, like, okay, this thing does turn. Okay, and then we got another straight coming up. Okay, little turn again, and another straight. Okay, great.
We're gonna be ready, buddy.
And that's, hey, it's what's all that. It's all of them. When it comes to that straight line, you got them see wars in the mirror.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Maybe we need to be cleaning the mirror instead of windshield.
Well, I tell you what, and that, you know what a rearview mirror is good for? To see who's behind you.
Exactly.
Because remember, when they look in the mirror and they say objects are closer, remember, if an object's in the mirror, he's behind you.
That's a fact. That's a fact. See, somebody else done snuck up here. I hope they're back here, like, detuning this car.
No.
My brother.
No. Just getting it tuned up to try to beat you down this here backstretch, buddy. Mr. Good at going straight.
Yeah, good at going straight. I just told Mr. Sam my goal is to finish 19th or better, since I got placed in 20th on the prediction sheet.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That's a win.
Where were you at number 7, right?
Yeah.
I think he put you number 7, but that give me motivation and goal. 19th or better.
That's a good goal.
Exactly.
This is a tough track. It's very flat.
I have been very successful here, but not here. Like
yeah, exactly.
right over there.
This side's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Cars are a little slower. Got to turn a lot more.
You know what I have done here? Camp.
that
in the parking lot. In the parking lot.
That could also be difficult. You know, it just depends.
Hey,
yeah,
it's not exactly, Dega Boulevard out here, but we have fun camping here for the U.S. Nationals.
That's right. It's going to be a good time. That's for sure.
What's your prediction for yourself?
Man, I mean, obviously I want to win. I'll be honest though, this is the track I struggle at the most personally. A lot of people are great at it. This is the one that gets me.
Well, of course, we invited the guy that's won here 1,000,000 times.
Yeah. He didn't win last time though, but
No,
he
did.
did get spun out. So anything could happen.
Anything could happen. I've had a bunch of my buddies. They're like, "Hey, you beat Tony a couple weeks ago in the final. You need to like at least nerf him." And I said, when he's lapping me, you know.
This is his specialty.
This is his specialty.
He's good at everything, but he's really good at this.
He is. He's getting there. I tell you what, he won.
know.
I'm just glad
I
it wasn't
know.
against me in the final. So I know all about the Durango. I want to know about this Pontiac sitting over here. What are we doing?
65 Pontiac GTO. That thing is cherry.
It looks good.
Yeah, we picked that up not too long ago. It's got a 383 stroker in it. Somebody did a tube chassis years ago. I mean, it's an older build, but like we're working on it. We went 1340 with it as is, like as we got it. Then I actually found out it's got a reverse valve body in it. So now I can launch it in first instead of third this time. So it should be faster. We're going to try it out tomorrow and see what it does. But by the time we give it away, though, so any clay merch you get gets you entered. Every dollar you spend gets you an entry. And that will be a 10-second car by the time we give it away. So we're going to work away at it.
Heck yeah. That thing's nice, y'all. I've been over there looking at it. It's a heck of a giveaway car. You've had some cool stuff to give away. That's for dang sure.
Yeah, no, and that's what's awesome. Like being able to do the giveaways is just awesome because so many of the cars have participated in the events, and these are people that come and hang out with us at the Drag and Drive. So it's awesome. So and like them to get used and have use of the car. Like I mean, that's the part. Like these things are meant to drive, not sit in a garage or anything anywhere. Like you're supposed to get out and use them, and we love when people do that. And that's
So get you some merch. SickTheMag.com. Simple. You might win yourself what will be a 10-second Pontiac
exactly with a Chevy motor.
with a Chevy motor. It's close. GM. It's a GM. So somehow I just saw an airplane whizzing right over my head. It was this guy.
What's up, Clay?
Brother, how are
man.
you? Dude.
I thought, was that you guys going by?
No.
I know it's not the top fuel cars,
Yeah.
but almost.
Almost.
Those guys are still fast and
they
loud.
are fast and loud for sure. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm doing it. Last time when I did the mullets, me and you like stayed together, but you've got a lot
Yeah,
more
you're not
practice.
used to turning the wheel.
I'm not.
You just go
I'm not.
straight, so.
Or I attempt to anyway.
Yeah, no, I think you'll do good though. It's awesome to see you out here. Have you seen the turbine van yet?
I would love a tour of the turbine
We can go
van.
show you. You've seen this one.
I've seen this one. Everybody knows that one.
We can go show you the turbine minivan. real
Yes. I've been watching the videos of it. Thing's crazy.
Dude, that's not boosted boy.
The Boosted Boy.
quick. That's the boosted boy Kyle car breaker.
I know it is. He's rough on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing's insane, dude.
Yeah, this is her jet engine powered Dodge
So it's-
Caravan.
Well, you know I'm a Mopar guy, so, you know, hey.
Right up your alley, dude.
It's right up my alley. So how's all this operate? What's the story? So it's still like front wheel drive and turbine?
It's technically all-wheel drive because it has the turbine in the back that actually powers the rear tires. A lot of people don't understand that the turbine drives the rear tires through a drive shaft and a drop box. A lot of people will look at it and think it's just in there for a gimmick and
Right.
just the thrust, but it actually puts power to the tires so it can do burnouts and all kinds of fun stuff. And then it has the factory 6-cylinder in the front, so you can close all this up and just drive it like a normal van.
That's so
No
crazy.
one would know the difference.
So crazy.
And yeah, this is off of like a 1960s like British Huey helicopter. It's called a Nimbus It's a Rolls-Royce Nimbus jet turbine engine.
That's cool.
It makes 1,000 horsepower. This one's been detuned to like 700 for reliability,
Right.
and you can just beat on it.
You really hadn't had to work on the engine part of it, right?
No, it's stout. I mean, it was designed to basically be shot at.
Yep.
Keep going.
Keep going,
So
yeah.
Very robust, very durable. And it's on this cradle here that slides back to, tuck it away for sleeper mode, or when you open it up, obviously the turbine has to get some air to it, so the doors open up, it can breathe, the exhaust comes out the back, and then it has a set of locking pins. You can see them down here on that carousel right where my finger's at. If you barely bring it up, you can see we got a lock pin there and a lock pin way back over here. That just locks the turbine in place, and then she's set to jet, and then you just fire it up and have a blast.
Can you really like feel the thrust in the thing? Like, I mean, or
you can
feel
feel
more?
power,
You can.
for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
So we'll typically have the front engine running just
Yep.
to have the alternator and stuff running to power everything, and you can just stick the front engine in neutral if you want and just let it coast, or even have it in drive and
Yep.
like, have it help. But we took it down the road, and I just have this front engine in neutral, and I just eased into the throttle on the road, and it starts to pull pretty hard.
Starts getting going.
Yeah, I want to try to run a quarter mile past tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
And see what it does. I'm pretty sure he told me the best it ran almost 15 years ago was like a 10.9.
Dang, that's getting it though.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, that's with the help of the front engine
Right.
too. I think he said just on the turbine it's like somewhere in the 11s.
Wow.
And then with the extra help of the front engine, it is just enough to like barely crack a 10, I believe. Because he also has a slip in here that on the roof. I don't know if you can see it up in here, but he has this one from I don't know how long ago, but it said it ran an 11.1 on that guy. So.
Dude, that's fast for a freaking minivan that's jet.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying when it's running back there. But
I
this
bet.
thing's just so sick.
It's
like-
so cool.
Yeah, the guy that built it, his name is Chris. And dude's a mad scientist. It's been built for nearly 20 years.
Wow.
So
I got to be honest, I'm sitting here looking like all of the enclosures nice, like the hammer rivets and things.
yeah,
That's
nice firewall there. It does have a 6-point like roll bar, so this is actually a tube roll bar right here with the braces tied in there.
It's cool.
Has a cool
I like
cool
it.
LED system. It looks really dope at night. Like there's all these flashing lights in
Right.
there. And
That's cool.
It's cool.
It
Definitely
is.
unique.
It really is. I love it. It obviously will spin tires. It's a crazy machine, brother. You always got all the crazy stuff. I love it.
I'm just a guy that likes cool minivans.
We're going to be out there and try to take care of each other tonight. I'm saying that without him saying that.
You gotta shake and bake out there, Clay.
We got George here. Leader, Ty, you here? Ty. Chase? There he is. Tony's here. Biffle's here. Zach's here. Leo. There he is. Cameron. Here. Victor. Kyle. Kyle Wade. All right. Kye, I saw him. Clay, saw him. Steve, I saw him. Tom Bailey.
Yep.
Nice. Guys, we're killing it. JackStand. JackStand?
Here.
All right. DeBerty?
Here.
Nice. Kevin?
Yeah.
Phew. JH?
You know, I was worried about this meeting.
for you when you're ready. When you're ready, hop in that bitch.
I ain't got big enough balls to run a pro mod.
This one's twin turbo too, so you need big fucking balls.
Listen, my wife doesn't even want me running a funny car right now, let alone a pro mod.
Dude, that thing is sick. I like the 330 when the lockout comes on and all the boost comes in. You're just looking straight up at the sky and you're hoping you're in the middle of the track. You should try it at least once. It'll be $500.
Yeah, that's what they said about the funny car. I was like, I think I like this. She goes, no, you don't.
So Tony, everybody has been texting me that I gotta like give you the bumper, and I'm like, when he's slapping me?
They got nice bumpers on it. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
No, this will be fun. This is literally, I can tell you of all the things we did last year, this was one of the most fun events and races of the entire season. And I ended up backwards against the wall on the last corner of the last lap. And still was laughing and had a blast with it. So you are going to have a great time. I'm going to have a great time. All of us are going to have a great time. It's a great group of guys to race with.
Exactly. He's over here telling me to stay away from you.
I could be dangerous. I mean, never would I have thought it would have been me and him.
You know, I'm getting a somewhat assist from you because Seth is going to be my spotter, and he said he's hanging out with you.
Yep, I'm going to coach him along the way.
Perfect.
And then if you're beating Kevin, I'm going to tell him to say something wrong,
Yep.
you know, and then you'll crash.
You know the chances of that are not real good.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. You are like the fastest guy on the property.
Well,
so.
and I'm the defending race winner here.
Yeah.
Over there.
You are.
Over there. Yeah.
You talking trash about me? You talking trash about me?
No.
Look at this guy.
Dude, this guy, I love this guy.
You know, you gave me a lot of motivation. My goal is to finish 19th.
I know, I felt so bad. I was like, great at going straight.
I love the video.
And be like, son of a biscuit.
I love the video, dude. That was awesome. But my goal is to finish 19th or better.
You have to prove me wrong now.
Exactly.
That wall ain't gonna do much.
All right, y'all. This man right here gonna be my spotter tonight.
We're gonna try to do something.
We're gonna do something. We don't know what we're doing. He knows what he's doing. I don't.
Go fast, turn left.
Go fast, turn left.
Instead of go fast, go straight. Loud pedal down.
Loud pedal down.
Drag racer. Drag racer.
Drag racer. What are we doing?
We got to be on the other side of this bleacher.
I know. We are. Circle track racer.
Have you ever seen a lobster that fast before? Man.
No.
I'm going to have fun. I'm pumped.
That's what it's all about. Steve, best of luck to you. How about Clay Milliken getting behind the wheel here tonight? Clay, it's awesome to have you here. To see you made it through qualifying, made that left turn. We're going to stop making those jokes now. But are you excited to have some fun out here tonight?
I do see a theme here. Drag racer, drag racer, drag racer. But I just want to point this out right this moment. I'm the defending champion here. Not on this track, but the one next door. I can keep that up, but I tell you what, I'm proud to be here, and it's awesome to see all you folks. I will stop on that loud pedal. I don't know what's going to when I make that corner, though.
Best of luck to you. You described all the drag racers. You're in good company.
All right, y'all. Qualifying is coming up. No clue how this is all going to go, but we're ready.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful not to wear your tire out. We got to stay ahead of Clay. What the heck?
Actually, I've come to ask, are we really going to try and block?
I don't know. I'm for it. We'll see what people want to do. I think it'd be funny.
I do too. I'm just checking.
We could either do that. We could run 5 wide and let Weston go all the way around.
That would be
and lap
awesome.
him. That would be funny.
So
I don't know, but every time you get out there and it starts going, you just never know.
So we got Kye, you, me. That's 3. Tom's 4. I don't know if 4.
And Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron 5. Maybe we can.
Yeah.
Let Weston get a lap on the field.
That'd be funny.
That would be awesome.
That'd be funny.
You do know we're in deep trouble here.
Deep doo-doo.
Yeah, we are.
Deep doo-doo.
So here's the truth. I had a wreck on pit road.
Yeah, you're running to me. You trying to put it in P, put it in R.
Oh, I thought R meant race, dude.
Yeah, it did, but that way.
Hey, it didn't make no scuff too bad, though.
And we ain't even got to exchange insurance. You good? It'll buff out.
It'll buff. It'll be all right.
Yeah, it'll buff.
Here we go, y'all.
All the way down into turn number 1, down on the hill, having a great view down there as well, as the field will look to try to tighten up here, and we are just moments away from taking the green. Pace car getting ready to head towards the infield, and on the front row, Weston Champlin and Kye Kelly will lead the field of 21 Crown Victorias to green. 80 laps around Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Here they come out of turn number 4. Fans on their feet and the green flag is out, and we are underway in the Indy 800 presented by Heatwave Visual, and they are 4, 5, 6 wide down into turn number 1.
And that was R3, went down the bottom and absolutely put a giant gap on the field. Stewart sat back as you'd expect him to. Cleetus is all the way at the back of the field with Stewart.
Weston Champlin did not get the start that he was looking for there, and it really stacked up the rest of the field. They're still 4 wide, coming down into 3. Kevin Smith all the way down at the bottom of the racetrack. He is quickly working his way up near the top 10. Lap number 1 is going to be led by Leo from
They have put themselves about a second and a half ahead of the rest of the field as they make the turn onto the straight.
J.H. Diesel makes the move around the 911 of Weston Champlin to move up into 3rd. And Clay Milliken holding a steady wheel down there on the inside. There you see some contact as Champlin tried to get down to the inside of that 2nd groove. But you run out of real estate in a heartbeat, because that's really where these cars run their best, is right there in that groove. But when you're side by side, you've got to give a little bit. And there's some contact between Milliken and Champlin.
Man, hang on to it.
Champlin somehow able to hang on to it, and Milliken nearly caught the outside wall as well, and that is going to allow for some side-by-side racing behind them between Victor Alvarez and KSR. And Milliken and Champlin bouncing off at each other as they came into turns 1 and 2. Milliken going to get the better of it. We'll see if Champlin remembers that. as he is now under fire for the 78 of Kevin Smith, and that's for the 4th position as they head into 3 between he and DeBerti.
Going to sound like the complete NHRA homer, but right now Milliken is having the most impressive drive of anybody here tonight. What we saw him do in qualifying, now he's holding his own in the number 4 spot, trying to chase down Smith while being chased by J.H. Diesel.
Could that have been maybe some of that trickery that Cleetus or that Tony might have been talking about?
The guy's always smiling. You don't know if he's smiling because he's going to kill you or if he's smiling because he loves you.
Clay's a guy that is a fan favorite everywhere he goes as the yellow flag is coming out. I believe we've got a caution on the speedway. Jump up a couple of rows and gain a few positions on this next restart. Up front, though, no change. Going to be Ty Braun. Going to also be the 70 of Brad DeBerti as the field, as well as Kevin Smith, J.H. Diesel on the front 2 rows. Then it'll be Milliken, York, Champlin, and Alvarez.
The one thing and again, very solid performance from Milliken so far, 12 laps in. The one thing we don't know is how much he is eating up tire. Are we seeing a short-term gain for a long-term failure out of Clay, or are we seeing a guy who's been able to save some tires and maintain that 4th place position?
I think we're into this race enough now, 12 laps into where, and now this is going to be our third restart now. You've kind of cycled through what we call a heat cycle with the tires. Yeah. How much have they used and abused them early on here? And for several drivers that have kind of been able to get to the front, but then kind of maintain pace. Yeah.
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah!
The same proximity of relationship between a parent with a child on a leash at a grocery store.
Well, they're new best friends.
They're besties.
Listen, they survived the Boulevard. If you survive the Boulevard in Dega, you can survive anything. And these two are putting on a show there.
Look at Milliken's car really starting to push.
Yeah, Stewart, I saw him go way low that time out of turn number 4 to see what kind of grip he could get. And I don't think he was too happy with how that car handled coming out of fully not over. A lot can still happen here in these remaining 50-plus laps. But right now, new leader Brad DeBerti out in front. He's gotten around Ty Braun, and he's brought Kevin Smith along with him in second.
Key strategic move. DeBerti is running the windshield wipers at full bore. Most other people are using the intermittent mode. This could be the difference.
Will that kill the power and the battery, though? We'll have to keep that in mind. Stewart is back out on track. He is going to be 2 laps down, however, so he will move to 21st. Zach Walker had gotten back on the lead lap, so Stewart is Lucky Dog eligible. But they haven't lost the track.
No.
The track is definitely still, like it hasn't just completely glossed over yet. You can definitely see, especially off the headlights of some of the cars, where it has definitely taken on a lot of water. As the field now is getting the 1-to-go signal, they're going to have to work very quickly on that 88 machine of JH Diesel if he's going to continue on or not.
There is a nice clump of drag racers. Johnson, Bailey, Kelly, Morris, they're just in the wrong part of the field. That clump, that clump is at the wrong end of the snake. Milliken is doing us proud, though. Clay Milliken is doing all drag racing fans worldwide very proud tonight.
And remember, Clay was one of the kind of late entrants to this race. Wasn't on I think our initial list of drivers.
You know why? Because they were scared. Clearly, they were scared.
You drag racers.
It was a conspiracy to keep us down. The man.
It's just fun having personalities like Clay in this. I mean, it's perfect. When we were trying to figure out who could be that a driver, a local driver that could potentially jump in, Clay, while he originally hailing from Tennessee, but
local
so
enough.
many drivers in this area from the NHRA world, and I happen to feel there's probably some guys that are maybe shooting some text messages around right now saying, see what Clay's doing? All right, ready to go back to green. We have 38 laps complete, 42 to go. We're just shy of halfway. Green flag is back out. DeBerti leads Ty Braun down into turn number 1. Clay Milliken down to the bottom, trying to hold off Cleetus and Kevin Smith and try to maintain that third spot.
2 cars trying to be in a space that will only fit 1, and now they're basically 3 wide as Biffle made a big move.
Milliken pinched the 78 of Smith up into the outside wall. That could have been disastrous up at the front of the field, but both drivers able to continue on. Here comes Ty Braun again to try to take the lead. Milliken sideways coming off of 4.
Got a little push there, and look at this. Biffle goes down underneath Cleetus going into the first turn. This is a very aggressive approach, and he's never going to be able to hold that line.
Biffle has to back out of it, but he's holding strong. Head down there on the bottom, but here comes Cleetus and Kevin Smith. Big momentum, big contact into the outside wall.
Jimmy again.
JackStand Jimmy has hit the outside wall hard.
In that life right now, I think we're getting close to going back to green. I think AJ's got a green flag in his hand.
And guess who's back on the lead lap?
Did our man make it back? The purple piston eater has got his lap back.
Tony Stewart back on the lead lap in his backup car, and now with several drivers having issues, he has been able to work his way up through the field ever so slightly.
Look at how tight they're packed up now.
These restarts between Braun and DeBerti have been epic, and we're just right at the halfway point. We're just 1 lap away. AJ's going to show him the green flag, and when they come by next time, he'll show him the cross flags and let him know that we are halfway home. How about LS George jumping to the outside, trying to get 2 for the price of 1? Contact Kevin Smith and Weston Champlin. Yeah, they are bouncing off each other as Kevin Smith has fallen back. Maybe he's having some trouble with the right front after that contact he made with the outside wall when he was battling with Clay Milliken.
For about half a second on that restart, Milliken thought he was going to do something crazy, and he thought better of it. And now he's just about worked his way into second place, and he and DeBerti are side by side.
Clay Milliken down to the inside. Here comes Cleetus. Right on the back bumper of the number 70 of Brad DeBerti. Things getting hairy.
There we go. Cleetus is into the wall down there, and there comes DeBerti and Milliken got into each other.
Contact, and around goes Kevin Smith. We've got a big stack up down there in turns 1 and 2. Tony Stewart is involved.
Tom Bailey involved.
Back through the field. As let's take a look at this replay here, Brian. Watch up front here.
Yeah, Milliken and DeBerti first.
Starts there second and third.
Look at that.
Then Cleetus nearly gets into the outside wall. And then you've got Bailey getting into the 78. LS George got a little bit of it. And, man, Stewart is lucky he didn't get in worse shape than where he was right there. That could have been bad.
DeBerti and Milliken saving this is awesome. Watch this. Ready? Milliken, actually, it was DeBerti's car rotated first, and Milliken caught his front left fender.
Man, listen. when guys have to try to straighten things out at 300 miles an hour, I think you're pretty good at grabbing some steering wheel.
Reflexively, that was a very nice piece of driving by Milliken. And again, for DeBerti, the fact that the car, I mean, Milliken may have saved him a little bit there, a little cushion as the car was trying to rotate on the nose, as they're going to sweep some remains of Crown Vic. He gets ready, unfurls the flag into the throttle to the floor as the throttle goes.
5 wide deep in the field, but up front it's Braun and DeBerti. Cleetus trying to grab third away from Clay Milliken. Cleetus not settling for third. He's going to try to grab second away from DeBerti as they come off of turn number 2.
3 wide, Biffle. Biffle might have had some contact.
Biffle, Milliken, and York were 3 wide for a moment. It looks like Biffle backed out of it, and that's going to allow everybody to continue on. Up front, though, Braun protecting the bottom, DeBerti to the outside, and Braun's got a mirror full of Cleetus as Cleetus running great in third.
Oh boy, Milliken's way high coming into 1 and 2 here. And you can see now that Cleetus is down underneath DeBerti by the rear quarter panel.
I can't wait to see what the right rear tire on that 51 car looks like at the end of the night, because Clay has been giving that thing a workout. Cleetus not leaving Milliken a ton of room, and problems on the back straightaway for the 911 of Wesson Champlin. He has made hard contact with the outside
and
wall.
And around goes York. York goes around, and a big move there. Saved it. Yes, he did. A great save.
Ellis George with the save of the night, and the crowd goes wild because he steered through it, avoided the accident, and got through the smoke and came out on the other end. Car stopped. Up. Oh, my God.
It's Milliken.
What has happened to the 51 of Clay Milliken? Milliken's car has come to a rest up at the top of turns 1 and 2. I think he's explaining that the car just maybe either shut off or what the issue is. Looks like it's maybe even like locked in gear here. So this is the initial contact.
Oh, he got up on the right front.
Oh, yeah. There you see it. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, as that was unfolding, if we hang with this shot for a second, look at Ellis George. If he had tried to go underneath York, he would have plowed into him, and then he killer save.
We would have almost had a repeat of what we saw last year between J.H. Diesel and, oh my God, what
Jeremiah Burton,
what a tough break for Milliken. Milliken kept that car in the top 5 all race long.
He really did.
Even when this incident happened, he still maintained a top 5 position, but rode that thing around the rim along the outside, and it looks like Clay's night is unfortunately going to come to an end. And Cleetus...
And nothing dirty about it. He and York was just racing hard.
No.
That's the way it goes.
That's just racing. Cleetus now on pit road. Time to go.
In all of this chaos and melee, I've just looked up to realize Biffle running 4th, Stewart running 5th. Yes.
This is what we wanted.
Like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons. Yes.
Had a much better night than there's Clay Milliken down there hugging it out with J.H. Diesel.
Folks, let Clay Milliken here and represent the drag racing world like a boss tonight. Very well driven race, sir.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Not a dang thing.
No.
As they'd say in Drummond's.
No, and he'll get to go back, and I'm sure he'll have some stories to tell about the next time he's in the paddock.
Will.
Could still certainly receive a lucky dog if needed. You can see Vic giving Ty a little love tap. Yeah, let's pick. He's saying pick the pace up, brother. I'm used to going faster. Let's go.
That was freaking
Victor Alvarez,
amazing.
of course, a Pro Mod driver now.
I made it up front,
the
past
operator of
halfway.
Bradenton Motorsports Park. Did a great
I don't
job
know
of that
who
new
got
race car
me,
just a couple of months ago.
but somebody got me.
And we are back.
I am having a blast. Hey, drag racers can't turn left.
Not bad, not bad.
I don't know who got me, but they got me.
You did awesome. Way
I'm proud of myself.
You should be proud of yourself. You did awesome.
Here goes 3-1.
This guy was slamming into me.
We were having some rough races in the beginning, man.
Hey, I don't know who put me in the wall, but they got me good.
Oh, that wasn't you by yourself?
Yeah, the wall over here.
Oh, that wasn't me.
And it blew my tire out.
Okay, that wasn't me.
When I
You
got
know who it was? It was definitely Cleetus. It was definitely Cleetus. Even if it wasn't, it was him.
I agree. My freaking spotter, my brother,
My driver.
Dude, we did so good.
You did good.
We did good. You were so helpful. Like, just telling me stuff was awesome. Hey, we just looked at the tire. I might not have finished.
We might have needed one. That car has slowed pretty dramatically.
But You know, some of that could have been from the crash, because look at that.
Right front looking like there.
She's locked against the brick.
Yeah, it locked me up. Dude, we did good.
Car lives to fight another day.
Yes. I messed up my whole logo a little bit, but
you know what? There was some
this brother was so comforting in my ear. He's like, "You're killing it." That's what he kept telling me, and I just kept going.
And then he killed me.
He killed me. I'm gonna blame Jim York ever so slightly, but the truth is it was wet, and I did it to Brad DeBerty the lap before, and I didn't mean to. It's a little wet.
2 turns away
Race
from
it.
being an 800 winner last night. You had
that have Biffle surrounded on 3 sides.
Smith is not afraid.
Brother, I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too. You did a hell of a job.
Thank you.
I was behind you a long time. I got to watch you a long time.
I was good, but I got Jim York. But you know what? He didn't like just wipe me out. He just got me, and I couldn't catch it. What'd you do? Hurt your car right off the get?
So the first one just shut off. And then it would fire, and it would die again, like it was not getting fuel.
Yeah.
And they got me in this one, and I was good, but ran about 5 laps off to that last restart, and it started laying down a little bit. I thought that's odd. And then on the caution, it was like, I don't know what that means, but it's not good.
Hey, I didn't embarrass the drag race guys, though, dude.
Not at all. You represented very well, bud.
I didn't know I could do it. I'm proud of myself.
You want to do it again,
I want to do it again bad.
Dude, I'm gonna name you Play Wrecking Ball Milligan.
I didn't wreck no ball.
Oh, dude, he used every lane on the track. It was hilarious. I was like, holy crap. But you ran third for what?
A long time. I made it past halfway.
That was epic.
Dude.
I saw Jim York bump you.
Yeah. And it locked my front wheel up.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't go.
You have fun?
Dude, thank you for the invite. Hey, you know what?
Nowhere to go here this time. I can see the birdie running the same line on number 4.
You got better than 20.
Nowhere to go, and right now,
You did. You're good. I think you're 19.
That was my goal, brother. Dude, it was fun. Thank you for the invite.
Great job.
So this drag racer was running up front.
I'm so sorry. I owe you so many flannels, and we're going to Arby's. I do know.
You did not do nothing wrong.
I did everything wrong because you ended up on a wall. So that's not what I meant to do. And I'm like, I don't know where he went, but I need to apologize for that individual. So I'm so sorry.
Dude, that was so much fun,
It was
dude.
fun.
It was so much fun. You didn't do anything wrong. Hey, you know what?
I promise you I feel bad.
No, don't.
Because I saw you waving, I'm like, oh.
No, dude.
Tail between my legs, man.
No. Hey, I'm just proud this drag racer stayed up front, dude.
But that's the thing. I took you out of that. It makes me really, really mad.
Dude.
I'm so sorry.
It was fun racing with you, brother.
Yeah, I was feeling good, and so were you, clearly, and it just turned out that...
You know, it's just racing. I'm not kidding. I wasn't even mad. I'm like, dang it, Jim got me.
I was like, oh, dang it.
Dude.
I just took 2 of us kind of out of the race. Because after that, my front right, like my straight was at a 90. I'm like, well, I'm done now too. So that was completely useless. We still had 40 laps to go.
I can say I was top 5 halfway.
Yeah, I mean, we were like, everybody's like, oh, we're so proud of you. I'm like, why? Because I made it more than 10 laps, which was what I did last year. But then, yeah, I'm so sorry.
Dude, you do not have to say that.
No.
You don't. That was fun.
It was fun, though.
It was fun.
And at least at the end of the day, I'm like, well, you at least went to the wall, because I was staring back at the traffic, and I'm like, I was hands off the steering wheel, like, well, this is gonna suck. And yeah, everybody's just like watching cars. Yay! I was the 2-0, and this is gonna be so bad. So, again, my sincerest apologies.
You do not.
The way I wanted to take.
Well, you didn't take me out. We just bumped, and it got...
It was a bump. Like, I mean, to be honest, like, Cleetus did kind of the same thing to me, but, like, clearly it was just our tires were more worn.
Oh, yeah.
And it was slicker.
It was,
and
it was drizzling.
Yeah.
It was a little drizzling.
And that was the thing, too. Like, so you kind of, like, and not say... If anything, like, you had the lane, you kind of came down.
I did.
And I thought I could hold where I was at, and I was here, and it was like, oh no. Well, sorry, buddy. Where it go?
Oh, good.
My serious apologies.
No, you ain't got to.
Hopefully there's no hard feelings. We'll do it again.
Absolutely not.
Do it again next time.
Hopefully I get invited back.
It's going to be a party.
Yeah,
If they invite me back, you're in.
Jim York, everybody. Sorry, man. Dude, don't be sorry. That was fun.
We're going to Arby's.
We're going to Arby's. Yes, indeedy. Our boy got it done. He held it down. You did it, brother. You did it, brother.
Dude, you did awesome.
Thank
I was gonna tell
you.
You were doing awesome out there. You muscled by me one time. And like we were coming out of the corner and I was like, if I stay where I'm at, I'm gonna put him in the fence. So I check up and I couldn't see the wall because you're kind of in front of me and I pancaked the wall, like freaking slapped the whole side of the car off the thing and like, holy smokes, it's still sinking in. Like, this is nuts.
That last few laps was amazing.
I can't wait to watch it.
It was amazing.
It felt awesome in the car.
Dude.
It was awesome.
It was so awesome.
Yeah, you got caught up with somebody. Looked like I saw you ahead of me, like ended up in the fence.
Jim York, he didn't do nothing wrong, but he got in my back corner and just...
Gotcha. Then it broke something in the right front or something.
It hit the front wheel hard enough it bent the rim against the brake caliper.
Oh.
It hit hard.
That's why they had to tow it off.
Yeah, I couldn't go nowhere.
It was locked
But dude, drag racer held in there.
There it is. Yeah, hey, you were right there too until you got taken out.
Yeah.
Like literally muscled by me, and I'm like, all right, Clay, I guess I told him too much. Oh man, that was the most fun race for sure. Of course, I'm saying that because I won, but like,
it was for me too.
It felt awesome,
dude.
So
I'm like shocked. I made it past halfway in the top 5.
Oh yeah,
I think I was 3rd when I got wrecked.
Yeah, you were up there. Like I was coming back through after getting a tire because there was one restart where it was pandemonium down there in 1 and 2. George is sideways, and I bombed the brakes and plow into him. Dang. And it hit hard enough that I was like, I bet it hurt the right front or knocked the fender in. Yeah. So came in and pitted and got a right front, which is a good thing I did because it's already back to the cords. I drove it way harder than I would have normally because I knew I had a good tire on it. Yeah. So at that point, but Greg made the whole race on one tire, which is real impressive. Yeah. So
I told him earlier, not on camera, I learned, obviously, everything I've done tonight was with your help, but when I got behind Greg, I picked up a few things and I was way easier on my front tire.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was behind him and I was reeling him in, but he might have been just conserving a little bit.
You know what else he told me? That he didn't use his nitrous.
What? I was using the crap out of my nitrous.
Yeah. In the last couple laps, you were on the nitrous and he wasn't, and I was like, is this some weird...
I was expecting another caution. Like I was really expecting another caution that late. My phone is blowing up.
Oh, it was me a while ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was on the phone with my girlfriend, so I'm like, I'll call Clay back.
How many is that, Kevin?
6. 4 Crown Vic races and 2 Ranger races.
Dang.
So, like,
that's wild.
It's all because of you, Eddie.
That's wild.
It's all because of you, Eddie.
Eddie did awesome spotting. Like
Seth was amazing too, by the way.
Was he?
He was
Heck
really good. He was really good.
It's a big help, isn't it?
It
like
is.
just having somebody in your ears. Like, and with him, I'm like, am I gaining? Like, because you can kind of tell when you've got a gap, but he's looking at the lap times. Yeah, you were a 10th faster. Oh, y'all were even. Yeah, you were a 10th faster again. So it really helps out.
I'm proud of you, brother. Good job.
Thank you. Hey, you too. I thought you did awesome. Like, I'm on the radio with him. I'm like, all right, okay.
I was like, dang, I'm proud. I mean, I'm not supposed to want somebody to like not let Kevin pass, but I was excited about that.
One more thing. This is also honest. I saw you behind me, and I did want you to go so I could follow you.
Okay.
I'm not saying I eased up, but I did, I made sure you could get by me.
It didn't look like you eased up. It looked
No,
like
I did.
you had elbows out, which is good.
No, I really did, because I'm like, I want Kevin to get in front of me because I needed your help.
Yeah.
And so I just used your brake lights and followed you. And
yeah, it was, I can't wait to watch the replay back because it felt spectacular.
And I do not know where I got back by you. I really don't. I don't.
It was on a restart, and it was coming out of 2.
Yeah.
Yep. And you had Garrett. Garrett dove way down inside of you.
Man, he's rough.
He's aggressive.
He's rough. He had me sideways a couple times.
Yeah. Well, one of those times, he's touching you, and I'm still close enough to where if I held my spot, and you got yours straight, it would have put you in the fence across my nose, and I bombed the brakes to give you a little bit of room. And then like they started wrecking, and like it was wild. It was actually no, I got passed by a bunch more people when I checked the brakes, and then I think a corner or two later is where I ended up piling into George, and like I'm still reliving it all back. Like it's still sinking in. So, oh shoot!
I'm gonna put a wrap on it right here with the champ. Appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. Kevin is going to put a video out for this. I'm just telling y'all now.
I will.
My coach.
There you
won.
go. Yep.
Bye, y'all.